92.7. It's time for another very exciting installment of Womanpreneur. But before that, let me tell you about Fortune Spread for Bread. Well, there's a new Fortune in town. It's the all-new Fortune low-fat spread for bread. It's yummy, delicious. It spreads easily, has a creamy taste. And it's packed with 7 essential vitamins to help keep our little stars energized. So whether it's on bread, biscuits, corn, toast, or anything in between, Fortune low-fat spread for bread is always on point. And every bite is yummy, delicious. Fortune low-fat spread for bread is always on point. This advert is FDA approved. A very big thank you to Fortune Spread for Bread for sponsoring Womanpreneur, as well as a life soap. And you can always trust DJ Abiam. He's at the helm of music affairs right here on 3FM Sunrise. We'll jump straight into our Womanpreneur segment of the week. And my Womanpreneur, she is seated. Her name is Gifty Dede Tetteh Badzi. She's the founder of Safe Haven Exclusive Foods. We're talking about the business of food this morning. Gifty, how are we doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
How was your commute this morning?
Yeah, we can't complain.
Oh, that preceded that one, dear. Sounds as though you can complain small. Was there traffic?
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
I think it was much better today. Not like yesterday.
Okay, yesterday was a bit higa-haga.
Yes. Today is better.
Today is better. We love to hear it. But in fact, speaking of better, what is the economic landscape? How is it treating you at the moment? Because you're looking fresh, you look well rested, you look beautiful, you look like you have zero worries.
Not at all. I think that is by the grace of God. That is what I would say, because the economic conditions there. You can't you can't say anything about this right now.
So everybody is feeling the pinch.
Oh, yes.
Me, I walk around and I'm always asking people, are you feeling the pinch? Are you also feeling the pinch?
We are intentionally making sure that we live out of it. I
think Ghanaian women are very good at what the kids call packaging. You know what I'm saying? And we are managing. We keep it together.
Yes,
we're suffering.
Yes. As if nothing is happening.
As if nothing is going on.
Yes.
But how are things going at Safe Haven Exclusive Foods?
Okay, so far so good. So far so good. We are still knitting the knots together.
Okay.
And then putting things together to make sure that we get the best out there.
Now tell us what it is that Safe Haven Foods does. I know you're into all sorts, cereals and so on and so forth. Educate us.
So I actually brought some here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll bring it out in due course. But tell us, how old is Safe Haven Foods? What do you do?
Okay, so at Safe Haven Exclusive Foods, we add value and nutritional solutions to our fruits, vegetables, our grains, legumes, and then we process them into cereal and legume mix, which can be used for porridges, swallows, smoothies, for baking, and a lot more.
Okay.
And then we're looking at curbing post-harvest losses and then offering nutritional solutions to people that usually skip breakfast because of one or two reasons. And then we are looking at fixing very quick meals for people that would want to have it in the morning. And now that everybody wants to keep healthy, we are looking at making sure that you take breakfast at least every day in the morning before you kickstart your day. And so we looked at all of these things, and then we decided to curate these mixes for our customers and clients out there.
I love that. So it's organic.
Oh, yes.
It's natural.
Yes.
And it's improved. There's value that has been added to it. I love all of these buzzwords, because quite often when we talk about a great produce, the complaint is that we don't really do much to enhance it, especially for those who do the exporting. We send a lot of our raw materials out there, but this sort of intervention is one that not only beautifies it, because of course you've got the nice packaging, but it's something that it can be exported, and you think, oh, where is this from? It's from Ghana. They don't just send out their raw material. They're actually able to refine it, like you say, add value, and send out something into the world. How old is the business?
Okay, so we are 4 years. This year, August.
So wow, you're 4.
15th. Yeah, we'll be
You're
4.
turning 4.
Yes.
Amazing. 4 more to do more now. 4 years in the
There's
game.
4 more to improve.
4 more to improve. I love that.
Exactly.
Because 4 years in the business world is not a small amount of time.
At all.
You know, and kudos to a lot of my womanpreneurs. They've been in the game for a while and they have that secret formula, shall I say, that keeps them going. How many businesses do we know, you know, that pack up within a year? Some don't even make it to a year. I can even cite myself as an example. I've tried some 1 or 2, and trust me, getting into business, you need to have that it factor. I believe. Have you always wanted to do this kind of business? What's your background?
Okay, so I am a PR person. I did public relations management at the University of Professional Studies. And then currently I'm doing HR with University of Ghana. But then the entrepreneurship bit came in when I had to quit my job to take care of my kids. And then, you know, as a mother, as a new mother, I looked out to getting the best for my children. And so in the course of finding what to give, and then I was able to get into the business. I started doing this cereal myself at home for my child. And then I noticed when I do it, I give it to other parents as well, you know, just to also try. And I realized that they were liking it. My son was really eating it. And then I decided to just start a small business out of it.
Okay.
But what made it more serious and I got more involved was the fact that personally, I don't take breakfast like that. I usually take some warm water in the morning, and then I look out for something quite heavy to take.
Okay.
And so when I was working in the corporate sector, I had to leave the home very, very early in the morning, and then I go without taking anything. And because I could get my hot water and warm with some few things, I was just okay. But I realized that it got to a point I was almost developing ulcer because I wasn't taking breakfast.
Right.
And then the way I do the breakfast for my children was quite rich. So you don't necessarily have to add extras to it to be able to get them to eat it. So I tried taking it myself. And I must say that I haven't regretted. And then a few people that I was able to sell to when I started it very small, they kept requesting. And so now I had to take it very, very seriously. And then I did a few researches on what I'm supposed to do, what I can add. You know, you don't just do it. You have to know the right quantity, the amount, what you're supposed to add, what would cause this. Some people have allergies and all of that. You would have to make sure that you incorporate all those people into your mixes. And so when we started doing like that. There was a need to take it to GSA and then FDA for testing and approval. And then by God's grace, we were able to sail through that. So we are GSA and FDA approved.
Amazing. How difficult or how easy is it to get approvals from the FDA, for example? A lot of people want to get into, especially the food business, but they want that certification. They want to know, is it a tedious or cumbersome process?
Okay, so for me, I think that it wasn't very easy like that, you know, because they have things they would look out for. And here is you that you just put some things together and you're taking it there. So the thought that, is it going to be accepted? Is it going to be rejected? And all of those things. So I just took that step, you know. Sometimes you want to give it to someone to do it for you so you could stay back and then they just bring you the certificates. But I learned one thing, that most of the time when you walk in there, you get the right information, and then whatever you're supposed to do, you can do it very well. So I decided to go to GSA myself, went to FDA. And then the process is quite long, a whole lot of forms to fill, put some things together, bring samples for testing. And then I had to, and one thing I had issues with was that once you take it for the testing, you know, they are doing various testing for you. And so they give you the parameters. And when it's ready, instead of them putting it together and calling you to come for it, and then they just call you, this one is ready. The next day they call you, another one is ready.
Okay, so you have to make a lot of trips just to finally get everything
and that's
together.
one problem I had. I feel that once one parameter is done, they could wait for the others to be done. Then the client can be called to come for it. But they tell you, we are different departments and we can't do that. So once it's ready, we call you to come for it. And so in a week, you have to make a trip like 3 or 4 times to go.
So you think this kind of bureaucracy could possibly deter those who are in this space looking for that?
Yeah, it has. But thankfully, you know, Ghana Enterprise Agency, I belong to them, and a number of the entrepreneurs are also registered with them. And what they do is that they assist the businesses with registration.
Okay.
And so what they do is that to just breach this bureaucracy. They take your product, you bring the samples, and then they take it there for you.
Okay.
And then because you are going as a team and they are a registered entity, well known, then you're able to get your so all the wahala you were supposed to
bypass that and you go
exactly
through that.
They do it for you.
Budding womenpreneurs, I hope you have your pens out and you're taking some of these tips down and you know the exact quarters to look to for that. What about starting capitals? Another question I ask all my womenpreneurs. Gifty, talk to us. Was this started with a bank loan? That you would be my first womanpreneur who's told me that they've actually sought some bank help. Was it via savings? How are you supporting the business, especially in the initial stages?
Okay, so like I mentioned, I was in a corporate entity before I started a business. So basically my own savings.
Your own savings.
I started with it. And it might interest you to know that I started with 50 Ghana cedis. Oh.
Gifty, are you one of these aspire to inspire before you inspire people?
Not at all.
Everybody started with something very meager. You started with 50 cedis.
Oh, yes, I did.
And 4 years on, you're still standing?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I think that what worked for me was the fact that, you know, I didn't really consider the business bit of it when I started. So I just felt like I should do it for my clients. I take the money. And so once I have my 50 cedis, I get my things together, I sell. When it's done, then I get another one. Okay. You understand? But then as I was growing and I realized that, no, now I have to get into the business more, I decided to save more. I fear loans a lot. Okay. I really fear loans a lot. But Judith is my witness, but she's been encouraging me at least to take it. If you don't take it, you will not grow. You know, I haven't considered it, but I'm considering it now. So it's been my savings all this while. So
for the purposes of expansion, you think that will help?
I think that will help because you can't grow if it's just on your savings. As a matter of fact, when the demand gets higher, which it is, you would have to do more production. And then your savings might not be able to guarantee all of that. To get some machinery, to be able to maximize production, improve your packaging. You have to make sure that you add more mixes to it to improve the product itself. I mean, your savings wouldn't be able to do that. Even to get people to pay so they could come help you to do your work, it's very important that at least that's why it's necessary that you put your plans together, your business plans, your financials and everything to be able to know that this is what you're supposed to do at what point in time to be able to scale up. Yeah, so it's been my service for all this while, but I'm considering getting, and so I've talked to a few people have come on board and we're still talking.
So then would some people come on board as investors, or would this just be purely a loan that you take to pay back? Would you be looking for collaboration as well?
Oh yes, we are really looking out for that. We are really looking so currently we are registered as sole proprietorship, and then we hope to become a limited liability business so that we can separate the business from the individual. The business can run on its own, and then we can get a few people coming on board and then as investors. So we could work together. I mean, the bottom line is that we get people employed.
Absolutely.
We bring out very quality Ghanaian made meals so that at least when they hear Ghanaian food, it should have, just like you hear maybe some particular brands and they tell you it's from the USA, people know that, oh, it's authentic. You were not even there, but the fact that it's coming from US, we assume that it's good. I think that is what we also want to aim at as Ghanaians. When they hear our products on the market, they would know that this is authentic.
Do you currently export?
So currently we are not exporting directly. Okay. So for normal exportation as a business, you would have to go through the ports. You would have to do a few documentations and other things. We are not doing that yet. We hope to. But then we have individuals that buy and they take it out there. They call for personal shippings. We do that and then we send it over to them.
Amazing. And I love again that it's made in Ghana, it's indigenous to us and it has value added. So run us through the list of products, and I'm sure Judith can help us with some of these. We'll take a look at these products. And time check, it is some 6 minutes to the top of the 10 a.m. You're still live here on 3FM Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. It is Womanpreneur. Okay, Gifty, let me check out this one in this container. So you've got Safe Haven exclusive food, cereal and legumes. So how do you actually source the cereal? Are you partnered up with some farms at the moment?
So currently we have aggregators who go to the farmers directly, and then they get the grains, the cereals from them. Then we buy from the aggregators. Because you would have to buy a quantity, which we might not be able to get from the farmers directly because of cost. So we prefer the aggregators. They buy quantities because they sell to market women and some other people. So we also get it from the aggregators once they bring it from the farmers, and then we also use it for our production.
What about the pricing? How do you find that is it still competitive, or given where we find ourselves, are these also impacting on the cost of making these wonderful packs?
So our prices are very, very competitive, I must say. And then one problem we have is that we can't keep increasing our products because it's packaged. And sometimes you have some people having it in their shops. Like we have some at Eden Tree Mats. She's my mentor, Madam Catherine Edusei. And so we have some here mats. For instance, you can't go today, a customer comes to buy, and then tomorrow you go and the price has changed. But that's what we face in the market. I mean, every production would have to do, once you call for the materials to come, it's been increased.
So you're facing that every time the prices are going up?
Every time.
My goodness.
Every time. I mean, unless you don't hear fuel increase.
Then you know that what is to follow.
Exactly.
Womanpreneurs more bread.
Yes. But Charlie, we move.
We day inside. Well, I like this one. This one here is cereal and legume wheaty mix made with love. I like the packaging as well. So this one has wheat, soya beans, rice, sorghum, brown rice. Oh, so you could even have brown rice in your breakfast cereal. And this gives you protein, iron, energy, carbohydrates. And you also have the how to prepare. And I love it. It says proudly produced in Ghana, made in Ghana logo on there. And you say this is delicious. I also don't eat a lot of breakfast, but I like that the packaging is quite
and you would
attractive.
Love it. You would love it. You would love it. I've had a few customers that usually wouldn't take breakfast cereals, but they tried this and they loved it.
Right. And then we also have this one here, which is the milky tiger nut mix. Is this also breakfast food?
Yes. So we have about 7 variants of our cereals. So this we have year exclusive. It's a different variant. Then we have the wheaty mix. Then what you're having is the milky tiger nut mix. We have oat crunch. We have fruity blend. And then we have a number of them. We have smooth maize mix. And then so all to just suit our customers, the one that you prefer. So we have some customers who love, especially the older ones who would want to avoid sugar.
I thought you said because they don't have teeth. That's why you want something creamy.
So, a lot of people are trying to cut out on sugar, actually.
That's right.
So, with the tiger nut, we have date in it. A number of our cereals have date in it.
Very delicious. So,
you don't necessarily need sugar to take with it. Just naturally like that, you do it. So even when you open it, you can just scoop a quantity into your mouth. You realize that it tastes sweet. That's
amazing.
So this one is for you. You would have it and try.
Oh, Gifty, thank you for making my morning. I like this one a lot, and this is what we're promoting, and where we want made in Ghana to be the center of attraction. So instead of going for some of the the cornflakes and then you reach out for some of our indigenous produce, let's put money into our local pockets. It's very, very interesting.
And this one you can add coconut flakes toppings on it. You could have dried fruit toppings on it to take if you don't want to take it with bread or anything, and then you're good to go.
Wow. Dates and fruit toppings and all sorts. By Made in Ghana, guys. Well, Gifty, before we let you go, do plug the socials for us, for those who are interested in Made in Ghana goods.
All right. So we are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Safe Haven Exclusive Foods.
Safe Haven Exclusive all
foods.
One word.
Yes, please. So safe hyphenated, and then some of the handles is straight, all one word. Safe Haven Exclusive Foods. And then you can talk to us. And then we respond. We are on Google My Business as well. So you could go there, leave your review, and then you can place your orders as well. We'll attend to you. And then if you want to reach us directly too on WhatsApp, our number is 0240 365 770.
Amazing. Hope we've all learned something this morning. It's always super exciting to hear from Ghanaian women in business doing big things. So Gifty, Ayiko to you.
Thank you.
We're not letting you go empty-handed. A life soap and a fortune spread for bread. We have something juicy and exciting for you. So sit tight for me. We'll bring that to you shortly. Well, Well, the stage is set. Our 16 ladies have been selected. Oh my God, and what an event that was. Join our Ghana's most beautiful queens on their runway showdown on Sunday, 4th August, 8 p.m. sharp. It's going to be showing live on TV3. Watch them as they dazzle, strutting back and forth, showing us their various styles. It's going to be a weekend of glitz and glam. Make sure you don't miss out. It's Ghana's most beautiful 2024, Ghana's Beauty, Africa's Pride. But do note though, this event is invite only. But of course, you're watching it live on TV3. Don't miss out.
Womenpreneur on Sunrise.
So again, I say a very big thank you to Gifty, and we'll do a little photo with our goodies. But thank you so much for inspiring, I'm sure, some womenpreneurs this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, Helen. It's been quite interesting and I enjoyed it.
Amazing.
Womenpreneur.